going on, everyone? We have been semi-retired now for going on 3.5, 4 months, something like that. And I kind of want to give an update to our positions, what I've done with them, how I've allocated our dividends during this process, and how much is going to cash, how much of a percentage is going to bills, etc. Hope you enjoy it. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper. All right, baby. So I got my notes here, so I will be looking down so I can read these to you. So let's start here. I think the last time I did an update on this was like sometime in December, maybe even November. I don't remember the last time I did a video on this. Let's start here with SQY. SQY is a free position to me because it was only built on trading profits. No money out of pocket went into SQY for all my trades for, I don't know, half of last year roughly. So built up a pretty nice position in SQY. So December we pulled all the dividends, okay? And in early January, my wife and I went away for a week, went to in the area of Kansas City and stayed at a beautiful hotel for a week and had room service and watched the snowfall over all the lights of the city. It was wonderful. So that's what we did with the dividends in SQI from December. In January, I reinvested half of those dividends, and the other half of the dividends of SQY went into a high yield savings account. And I like to put it in that because it's liquid and I can pull it. And I'm making a little something while it's in there. So, yeah, I'm happy with that one. 1905 is our average price on SQY. And again, that's a free position. So I really like that because that gives us the ability, if we want to pull 100% of the dividends anytime we can. If we get in a pinch or want to do something special, we can do that with SQY. Now, my largest position by far is SVOL in my high yield account. Whether you consider SVOL high yield or not, I don't know. Doesn't matter, but it's in my high yield account. And my average cost on that is $21.38. In January, I bought some from we've been building up a cash position for a number of months because so many things have been above our cost basis that we were able to pull 100% of the dividends, pay bills with some of it or whatever, but majority of it went to our cash position. There was a big dip in SVOL in early January. I bought quite a bit more. And so by the time the dividend date rolled around for SVOL, it was back above our cost basis. Our cost basis on SVOL is $21.38. In January, I pulled 100% of the dividends and paid 90% of our bills. Everything. I'm talking everything you can think of, right, came from SVOL in January. Everything was covered from that. The other remaining things like water, gas, electric, that came from trading profits. That's what I used in January whenever we had trades that were profitable, which all of them were. And then I put the money in the cash, and then as we moved it over to the checking account, and when bills came, I used the trading profits to pay those bills, and everything else went under the umbrella of SVOL. So I love SVOL. I know people don't like it, whatever. Don't really care if you like it or not. It's been working wonderful for us. So yeah, SVOL paid 90% of our bills, and that's kind of the plan for the most part because it is so stable, is for SVOL to pay pretty much everything Okay, Nvidia is my next highest position. In January, reinvested all the dividends. Nothing sexy or incredible there. That brought my average cost down to 25.51. Still way ahead on that position. I'm down on share price, obviously. If it's 25.51 and whatever it's trading at today, it's well below that. But with all the dividends I've received from Nvidia for the number of months holding it, we are well ahead on it. And I think in May, we should reach our return on investment and have that fully paid off in May sometime, maybe June, but I'm thinking May. Anyway, we'll see. So in May, that'll be 100% free after that, much like our SQY position. So things will happen. I may pay bills with that, may not. I don't know what I'm going to do after that point, but what a great position to be in with Nvidia almost being at our ROI. I think what I'm going to do is take 20% of Nvidia and then start reinvesting into something else, and then take 80% and either put it into cash or live off of it, or I don't know, whatever. YMAG is our next biggest position. In January, I reinvested everything, every week, reinvested everything. And it was all below my cost basis, so that really brought it down quite substantially. My cost basis on YMAG now is at 1905, and I really brought that down. I also used some cash a couple times. There was a big dip in the market, and I was able to buy more YMAG and bring the average cost down even more, also increasing share size. The plan with YMAG is probably, if it's under my cost basis, to pull 20%, maybe 40% max, and either move it to cash or pay bills with it, and then reinvest the rest of it. If it's below our cost basis, if it gets above it, I'll pull 100% of it and put it into cash. I like having, I like having a large cash position in my account. That way I feel safe and I can sleep at night. And if the market goes down for a year or two, I have this, 3 years, whatever, I have this big, large cash position. Large to me, right? Large is relative to whoever you are. Doesn't matter. But to me, it's large. And I can use that position to live off of. If something horrible happens, the market goes down for like 5 years, I have this cash position that's continually making money, also, albeit small, from the high yield savings account. Next is AMZ. AMZ in January reinvested all of that dividend. I have that price down to 19.57. Have not pulled anything from AMZ. AMZ is so funny because some months it'll be above my cost basis, sometimes it'll be below, sometimes right at it. So I want to keep that average cost as low as possible on AMZ, so that way if I need to, I can pull 100% of the dividends. Now, we are in semi-retirement. We have given most of our locations to our children in our family business. My wife and I only have a couple left, and then we are using this year to work these last couple locations. Again, we'll be living off dividends forever from now on. But the good thing about working these last two locations for this year is it's going to help my kids. I'll be there as a mentor to help them, my wife and I, as they increase their foothold in our family business, and we just kind of pass it on to the next generation. So yeah, the next year, hopefully have no locations and then be fully retired. It's been wonderful, man. I get to spend a ton of time with my grandkids, fart around on the internet, just kind of take little vacations when I want to. But we are living simply. I mean, we're not, I'm not going out there and buying anything. We own our vehicles. If we had to buy a new one and have car payments, I guess we could do that, but that was not what I would do. I would just buy a vehicle outright. Yeah, it's been wonderful. it's helped by the market moving up, of course, during this phase of our life, which has really helped a lot. Had the market been going down this whole time, I don't know what the situation would be, or how I would allocate my holdings. But for right now, that's it. I'll do another update in a month or two and let you kind of know where my average prices are, and if the market goes through some big correction, which it hasn't. And I think that's when it'll become interesting on how we can manipulate these funds. Will I take 50% out, 20% out? Who knows? We'll just have to see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper, out.